Select your character.
What's cracking with you people? This is the Devious Wolf and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Adventure DX. In today's episode, we are going to start the Knuckles playthrough, shall we?
Okay, let's go! As far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this dark island, always guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it. I don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever. What the? What's going on here? Oh no! Something's happened to the Master Emerald! Huh? Who are you? Did you do this? Oh, I'll get you for this! Oh! Ah! Hey! No fair! Wait! What's happening to you? Come back here! Whoa, that was incredible! I've never seen anything like it! Oh no, it's starting to happen! Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean! It's up to me to find the missing pieces of the Master Emerald. It won't be easy. Pieces flew off everywhere. Guess I better start looking anywhere I can.
And there we go. As you can see from that little cutscene, we kind of got a little bit more backstory on where Chaos kind of came from in terms of this story, and is honestly quite interesting to see that it's possible it came from inside the Master Emerald. That's at least the hint. Now, I want to start this off by saying that this is my favorite interpretation of the Knuckles character in the Sonic series ever. And the last time that Knuckles was portrayed in this capacity, this interesting form, was in Sonic Riders, the first Sonic Riders on the original Xbox. And this performance, if I'm not mistaken, was given by an individual by the name of Michael McGahan, I want to say. Michael McGann, I want to say, is his name. And it's honestly, I think, one of, if not the best interpretations of it. Now, the gimmick behind Knuckles is that you have to restore the Master Emerald. Well, how do you do that? We can talk to these characters, again, you know, Um, and it's, I think this is one of the better ways of using Knuckles' character in terms of mechanics, because Knuckles' whole gimmick when he was first introduced in the Sonic universe was that he could glide for a period of time and he could climb walls. And his whole thing is that he guards a Master Emerald. He guards this gigantic piece, this gigantic Chaos Emerald. And you know, he lives on this one island, the floating island. It's called, I believe the island he lives on in this game that's portrayed is called the Floating Island. It was originally called the Floating Island, but over time it became known as Angel Island, which was a level on the Floating Island. And I want to say it was the first level. I want to say I might have gotten that completely wrong, but after a period of time, I believe the floating island just became known as Angel Island, and I'm not gonna lie, is a better name than the Floating Island. The Floating Island's too on the nose, if you ask me. Angel Island, maybe this is just personal preference. Angel Island kind of hints at something a little bit more mysterious in terms of you know, an island in the sky. Okay, but that's just me. I'm more into the mystical, you know, ethereal kind of thing, and maybe you should hire somebody. I don't know, but it kind of adds to the whole mystery of Knuckles' character, a mystery that they kind of expand upon in this game, and it's expanded upon in 2 other series. I know it's expanded upon in Sonic Chronicles, the RPG made by BioWare. At the time, it was their first handheld division, so they were fairly inexperienced. But you know, at that, it did bring that up. Oh, also, just gonna punch through this little barrier gate. Yeah, Knuckles' main gimmick is that he punches. Get a 3-hit combo. That's about it. Pretty basic, but given his gimmick, which we're about to see in Speed Highway, or more specifically the At Dawn segment of Speed Highway, we are about to see we're about to see his main gimmick, and that is, if you look at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see there are 3 little emerald icons. Our job is to find a piece of Master Emerald, and we have this Emerald Radar to help us out. Now, this is the best that the radar has ever been, because they bring it back in Sonic Adventure 2, and it's not great. I will not deny that it is not great, because here's what they make you do. You can only find the emeralds one at a time in Adventure 2. You start from the left and work your way to the right. If you can find them out of order. I don't want to give that impression. You can definitely find them out of order. Wow, you just ran me the heck over. How rude. That was even more rude, sir. Police brutality, alright? But that's pretty much it. You have to find it from left to right. You find it out of order. It's just really difficult. And they are in predetermined locations. Here you can find them in any order you want, and it doesn't really matter.
Found it.
And like that, we're done. But yeah, I like this idea for Knuckles' gameplay, that he's a treasure hunter.
Good enough.
And I'll go more into that here in a second. But yeah, in terms of Knuckles' character, I'm going to a little bit more into the Knuckles mythos as it is. Knuckles is an echidna. And an echidna, if you are not familiar, is known as a spined anteater down in Australia. Yeah, Knuckles is an Australian creature. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And in every instance he's been shown in any part of the Sonic mythos, he's always the last of his kind. They just don't show any other ones, and they go into that in a couple of the series. I know they go into that in, I want to say, either Sonic Sat AM and Sonic Underground, because Knuckles makes an appearance in both those shows. I don't know about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I have not actually watched that one. But I think this is a bit of a hint. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. But yeah, the whole point of Knuckles' character is that he's last of his kind, and he lives on this island by himself. All he knows is the island. He knows it inside and out, where to go to find certain things, where to hide traps, that kind of thing. That's why his gimmick in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles was that he had traps all over the place. He knew the island front to back, but that's all he knew. And when we get into Sonic Adventure, they make a good attempt to depict that. Okay. Make a good attempt to depict that all he cares about is this emerald and this island. Everything else can pretty much go screw itself, as far as Knuckles is concerned. And I thought it was a pretty good way to have his character. Simple, nothing too crazy going on. And in Sat AM and Underground, that's all he really does. Trickster dude, makes a couple of holes in the ground to trap people, hides an emerald. That's about it. Also, see the center here? Sonic statue. Usually there's an emerald hidden in here. If you go up here, you can break the statue. No, I don't think I've ever showed off this music before, so let's go ahead and listen for a second. Not bad disco music, if you ask me. Is disco music. I'm not sure how most casinos function. Never been to one myself. But yes. Knuckles' whole thing is that he's the last one of his kind, and they go into more depth on that in the, I want to say, inside the Archie comics. There are 2 Sonic comics that I've heard of. I've only ever read one of them though. I read the Archie comics series, which I like myself. I know they rebooted recently. I haven't continued reading it just because I haven't had the time or the funds. But the Archie comic series is pretty good. Also, over here, this little place. Fun story about this. I think is this one. There used to be an image of a Playboy cowgirl, a neon sign kind of that was there in the Japanese version. In the American version, they took it out because they thought it wouldn't be very child appropriate, so they did. Just fun fact, you can look it up on Google, I want to say. Just look Sonic Adventure Casinopolis Cowgirl, I want to say. I think that should do it. But yeah, they go into a little bit more depth on that, on Knuckles' being alone and kind of thing, in the Archie series and in Sonic Chronicles. Another thing that's brought up, and they brought up in the Sonic movie, it was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie that I think that came out in like the late 90s, was that he was also a treasure hunter. Yeah, that's another thing about Knuckles' character. He's a treasure hunter. And they've never really brought that back. And I thought, I say never brought that back. They hint at it in a couple of games. I know they hint at it in Sonic Riders, because he can read ancient texts. But they also make a crack at it in Sonic 06. Of all games, the Sonic 2006. Or Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know how people want to lay claim to that one myself, but that's where they place it. And I think when you put it all together, he's a treasure hunter, but he also pretty much lives on an island by himself. It's kind of hard to make it where he's just simple in the sense that he doesn't really follow too much of the outside world. But at the same time, you make him a treasure hunter, that means he has to travel around a lot. So it's a bit of a hard balance, but I think they do it well enough here in terms of him being the right in the lion's mouth. In terms of him just being there, you know. And I think now we get our first little big story bit after this.
Good enough. Where in the world am I? I don't remember being here before, but something about it is familiar. This is very strange.
But yeah, as you see in this game, I want to attribute a lot of the whole there's more to the Echidna race and Knuckles' past than meets the eye to this game, because I think this game really was the first one to really pack it in, as it were, to kind of hint at it, and I think other media just kind of ran with it.
Tickle, the 7 emeralds are essential to our survival. It is for the good of all our people.
How can I make you understand? Attacking other countries, stealing and killing can't be the right path to peace. No one has the right to take their holy grounds. I beg you, Father!
Huh? Now where am I? Back in Station Square, I see. What's going on here anyway?
And there's Cream the Rabbit once again. What are you two doing here?
I wonder what those guys are doing. I wonder what those guys are doing.
Now, I forget if I brought this up beforehand, but if you notice, Sonic and Tails are wearing their upgraded, their upgrade items. The Lightspeed shoes, the ancient brace, I want to say, the rhythm badge, and the air anklet, the jet anklet, and
no trains are currently in service.
And that's because they use in-game models. And I thought that was a pretty good touch. Now, I think if we go this way... No, wait a minute. I forgot one very important thing. I don't think you can do anything else up there. Don't mean to punch you, kid. Yeah, they are. Which is another thing they expand upon inside the comics. Now, there's also another Sonic comic out there. The Fleetway Sonic comic. And I have not read it myself. I've seen snippets from it. I've seen some art, some art designs. And if any of my to anybody in the comment section who's actually read the Fleetway comics, let me know what they're like. Like, are they good? Are they a little bit more adult? Because the only thing that I ever hear about the Sonic Fleetway comics, the only two things, is that they made Super Sonic a bad guy at one point. I think they made him a bad guy, or the closest equivalent I can think of is like if you ever saw Sonic X and you saw Sonic go dark supersonic, which is like a dark blue, like a blue-black kind of supersonic. It goes crazy. I think that's what they did in Fleetway, and they gave Amy a crossbow. That's all I know about the series. So if anybody in the comments can fill me in on like what all the Fleetway comments are about, I would love to know. I really would.
Hey, it's Dr. Eggman. What's he got there? It's gotta be a part of the Master Emerald. Hold on! Come back here!